Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Mandara Numriyandini. My student ID is 22240900071. Right now, I'm going to explain you about mobile and remote device security policy. It is recognized that the use of mobile devices and equipment at home and other locations is a commonplace, useful, and growing. It is also recognized that there are circumstances where data needs to be moved using portable media. However, there is a risk surrounding the storage of data held on mobile or remote devices, which may not be secure if care is not taken. The purpose of this policy is to remind staff of their responsibilities, highlight possible risks, and provide links to guidance to ensure that information is kept secure from unauthorized use and protected from loss or corruption. The type of activities relevant for the security of data could be any or all the following. First, storing of documents, spreadsheet, image on mobile devices or equipment at home, including synchronization with cloud services. Second, sending and reading emails and email attachment. The third, storing passwords with or without username. And the last one is storing contact details including names, addresses, phone numbers, email address. If the data is not regarded as confidential and there would be no impact if lost, then obviously greater freedom is available and the data is not subject to the policy. However, common sense suggests that some of the same principles should be adhered to. The first, research data. It should be noted that there are related considerations surrounding data management and security of research data. This may be a result of possible external pressures or stipulation. In general, we need to comply with research council funding requirements for the security and protection of information utilized for specific research projects. In such cases, an individual risk assessment should be undertaken. The second, BYOD, or bring your own device, is commonly used term for provision or services via personal devices. This is supported at Big Bird via the UDROM service for providing access to internet services. Such devices are treated as any other internet-connected unmanaged device, and users should take the same precaution in protecting data. The policy. There are three principles. The first, classify the data to determine whether it needs to be subject to additional controls. Second, consider whether the data needs to be portable. And the last one, manage the risk of portable data. The first one, classifying the data. The data should be classified and consideration given to whether it needs to be subject to the policy. The most obvious reasons why data may need to be classified as confidential are: first, personal data, and the second, data which could cause reputational or financial damage to Big Bird if lost. The second, considering whether data needs to be portable. Best practice remains that data should normally be held on central servers. Access to these servers at Big Bird or via secure remote access method reduces risk and assists with the secure management of data. First, how to using the VDI or virtual desktop interface at Big Bird to access a Windows 7 desktop, Big Bird application and file store. The second, how to using the Big Bird VPN service and central file store to access files. The third, managing the risk. If the data does need to be portable, the following recommendations apply. First, any portable device or medium must be labeled with name and telephone number. Second, serial numbers and descriptions must be recorded. The third, portable media or devices must not contain the only copy of data. Backup should be subject to the same precaution as primary data source. The fourth, portable devices should not be left unattended and logged in. The fifth, devices must be disposed of in such a way to remove data effectively. 6. All reasonable precautions should be taken to avoid the physical theft or loss of portable devices. When traveling and not in use, the portable device should be stored securely out of sight. 7. Devices in sleep mode should require authentication before access is permitted. 8. Data must not be stored on a mobile device for any longer than need. 9. Suitable password-protected encryption should be used on USB memory keys and other devices. The next is passwords. First, encryption password must not be the same as that for access to device or for other services. Second, authentication must be required before access to services or data is permitted. Third, passwords should be strong, consisting of a minimum of 6 digits, which include a mixture of upper and lowercase letters and at least one number. The fourth, devices must be configured to time out after a maximum of 15 minutes of inactivity and require authentication before access to services or data is permitted. 5. Passwords should be stored using suitable protection. The next is about applying to PC type devices. First one, laptops must be protected with antivirus software set to auto-update. Second, for laptops and similar devices, encryption must be installed or enabled on the device. The third, strong password protection must be used to gain access to the device. Fourth, the laptop's operating system software must be kept up to date. The fifth, all removable media such as CD-ROMs, DVDs, memory cards, and USB flash drives should be removed when not in use. The sixth, family members should not be given administrative access to a device holding big bulk data, and in general, care should be taken with any access provided. The next, applying to cloud services. First, services with adequate security and encryption policies should be used for data subject to the policy. Second, data should be password protected and encrypted separately to the service offering. The third, data should be located within the European Economic Area. The next, disposal and maintenance of equipment. All equipment which has been used to hold data subject to the policy should be returned to ITS or departmental support staff for disposal or data destruction. Personal equipment can be disposed of via ITS. Second, equipment repairs must be undertaken with companies under a contractual obligation to maintain data security. The next one is about personal data protection policy. Here are the collection and processing of your personal data. First, processing of the personal data of website users or online visitors, Wi-Fi service user, and call center users. Second, processing of personal data in supply processes. Third, processing of personal data of visitors. And the last one, processing of personal data of social responsibility project and educational activity participants. So that's all from me. Thank you.